Hello everybody, this is Chris from Tears and Tears, bringing you another tier list. Now you guys are probably wondering, Chris, have you gone insane? Are you an idiot? Have you lost all sense of integrity? Do you not care about us anymore? Some of those are true, some of them aren't. I'll let you figure that out. But the reason that I have I've pre-put some characters into this list is because I don't know exactly when this list was made, but now that we have some ships that are canon, that means those ships have sailed and those characters aren't really available anymore because they are currently taken. Their partner is alive and well. So the Bumblebee pairing and Ren and Nora, whose ship name I've forgotten, both are in canonical relationships, so that makes them different from... Oh, missed one. So that makes them different from the rest of the tiers. So I think instead of trying to rank these, I'm just going to give a general quick synopsis of what I think that relationship would be like. But I feel all of these are kind of soured because of the fact that they are already in relationships. So you got to ignore that, and that's hard for me to do. So I'm just going to quickly brush through all those once we get started. Now I want to go down to the hate category, which I've already placed. So this hate category is the things that are illegal. I don't like them. I won't allow it. I won't talk about it. So you're probably wondering, why is Adam Torres down here? Well, it's because I don't like him, and I don't want to talk about him. He wouldn't be good in any ship ever, so all of his ships are not allowed on my list, so they're down here. Now this one I hope is obvious because Oscar is underaged, and that is frowned upon in the USA, so I won't touch that one. Incest is also frowned upon in these United States, so not touching that one. And I went ahead and put the two canon pairings that we have so far up in love, just because they're canon. That means you already gotta kind of like them a bit, and I do kind of like them a bit. So that's why they're up there. Now that we've gotten all that preface out of the way, I do also need to mention that I modified this list. I added the taken category, but the original was from eBay. I believe that's how you say that handle. So I'll give them credit for their tier list. And with that, we can get straight into the video. Alright, so I'm going to first talk about the taken category and just kind of generally give an overview of what I think this relationship would be like. So we have Blake and John. I just don't see this ever happening, to be honest. Blake and John don't have a lot of chemistry. They don't really interact too much. It's just there's nothing there. They don't have really any shared interests. She never really seems to think he's actually funny like some of the characters do. So I can't really ever see this happening. All right, Blake and Nora. This is kind of like Blake and John. But I could see them working together just because they would bounce on each other. Like Nora would bring out bring her out more, and Blake would kind of rein in Nora a bit. Kind of Blake in this pair is pretty much just a female version of Ren. So I would say that one's pretty feasible. It would work pretty well. Blake and Pyrrha, there's just, I don't even know if they talk to each other once. I also don't see anything that would be joining them together. I really have nothing. This just wouldn't happen. Blake and Ren. So they would just be a goth couple if they became a pair. They would, because they're both so quiet. I don't know if they would ever talk. But if I can't imagine them like an old married couple where they're just at peace, just in silence with each other. That's what I imagine this ship would be like. RWBY and Blake, yeah, I like this ship as well. RWBY's high energy would balance out well. We see a lot more between these two, because they're on the same team, obviously. So it is definitely a passable ship, I will say. Blake and Sun is his name. I almost forgot. Yeah, this was almost canon. I thought this was going to be canon. Then Bumblebee popped up. But yeah, this one is legit. They balance well. Sun's energy isn't as much as Nora or Ruby can be, but he is like upbeat, which is really good against her kind of moodiness. So I really enjoyed that. All right, Weiss and Blake. Weiss and Blake, there's just so much animosity that I can't really see them working together as a ship. It just doesn't, they don't mesh well. All right, Blake and Cinderfall. Cinder and Blake, like this ship just, we don't have a lot of interaction. I can't really see how it would work as a ship because she's so quiet. Oh, this is both of these have a BDSM quality, as I imagine what would happen between the two of them, and that's why I'm gonna leave that to keep this video appropriate. All right, what is her name? Her name is Ilya. Ilya and Blake. I really like this. They have like a whole childhood friend going on, and I really like the story of like Ilya, like kind of betrayal and all of that. I enjoyed that a lot. So, and I really do ship these two. So I really like that one. Blake and Roman. Nope. They don't talk. I got nothing. There's another one, just throw it in the garbage because I really don't know why it's here. All right, Yang and John going off from Blake now. Yang, I see this as going all right. Yang would definitely take the lead in this relationship, but John and John would kind of be getting pulled through it, I would say. But I could see that working well. I may have forgotten to mention as well, but the reason that John and Pyrrha and Ozpin and Salem aren't already put in here is because that one of their partners is dead. So we no longer have to ignore them for the purposes of shipping. So yeah, we're good. They can move on with their lives. So that's why they're still rateable. But Yang, yeah, I like this. All right, I love Yang and Neo. I knew this would never be a ship, but it was my ship in season 1. I loved that whole like interaction. The fight scene on the airship was so like tense. I loved that. It was just like you could feel how much they kind of respected each other, but also like didn't respect each other at all. I loved that. Yang and Neptune. I don't know if they talk. So another one that's, I don't know why it's here. Yang and Nora. This is a power couple. They would just be, when they went in a room, everyone would know. Everyone would look and be like, oh, they're, because like of the loud entrance. They are just both so like strong, high energy. Like they would be a power couple for sure. Yang and Ren. This is like the Blake and Nora, where Ren and Blake are a little interchangeable. Where I see this, yeah, it just imagine that Ren would mostly fill all the roles that Blake does in this relationship. Yang and Sun. I don't see any reason to ship them together. We don't have a lot of interactions, once again. That's going to be a lot of these in here, I think. That's going to be a lot of ships in general, to be honest, but that's the point. Yang and Pyrrha, Battle Maidens. I enjoy that thought. But they would work okay. I like imagining them like on the battlefield together. That's how I really see this couple working most of the time. We need them to be in a war for this ship to really work well, like constantly on the front lines. Yang and Weiss, this one of the like RWBY Team RWBY, this one is okay. I'm not gonna say like I could see it going well, but I could see it happening. I just think that Weiss is a little caught up in her own self, and they're both kind of really into themselves. Yang, that changes a bit later on, but I'm kind of focusing earlier on because that's really what I know. So yeah, this one I could see them getting together, but I could not see them being super great as a couple. Nora and Pyrrha, Battle Maidens again, pretty much. That except that one of them is a little more high strung than over here. So yeah, that's what I gotta say about that. John and Nora. This one, their relationship has always been friends. Like, it's very heavily friends, and I could see someone wanting that to be like more than friends, but I think it's because every time we see them together, Ren is there. So I subconsciously, when I was thinking like, this isn't romantic at all, because Ren's standing right there. So that's why I don't really see this one. I think my bias is really eating me on this one. RWBY and Nora, yeah, this would be a really bubbly couple. I don't know if they would ever actually get together though, but if they did, it would be really bubbly and energetic. I could see them functioning as a ship, as a relationship, but I can't see them ever getting together. Why Sonora? I just don't see this ever happening. We don't get a lot of interaction between the two, so I'm just gonna move on. Ren and Pyrrha, once again, not a lot of interaction. Well, not direct interaction. A lot of what we got with the whole team is very of Team Juniper. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, is team based, and we get less one-on-ones with them than we do for Team RWBY. So this once again is kind of blocked, just like John and Nora was, just because of that. All right, John and Ren. So I could actually see this one actually makes me think, yeah, this could work, just because Ren's so chill and John like they have a kind of like second in command vibe going to me, like, because John is the leader, and I see that as working pretty well. I rate the ship decently. RWBY and Ren, it kind of functioned like Nora and Ren, I would say, but not as good, definitely. Just because Nora's high energy is really complements Ren's like solemnity and calm, while RWBY can also be calm. Like, no, like it is easier for RWBY to be less intense, so that makes the juxtaposition that really makes that couple work a bit worse. Weiss and Ren, pretty much exactly what I said for RWBY and Ren, except it's what I said for Blake and Ren up here, where it's just slightly worse version of that idea. Alright, now we can get on to the actual rankings. Wow, look at that. We actually get to talk about something that isn't already on a list, but not in order. Alright, so now first we're going to start with Coco and Fox, and I did not know Fox's name. I had to look it up. I knew everyone else's names except Fox. And I don't know anything about him, so I automatically dislike it. Yeah, I got nothing. Coco and Velvet, I like this ship. No, I love this ship. I love that ship. It just feels like it would work naturally. Like, this relationship would happen. It would be led by Coco, obviously. Like, this relationship could be happening in the background from what I see. That this one might exist. That is why I love that so much. It just their chemistry is great. From the like one battle we got of coffee. All right, Emerald and Cinder. I like this ship, but it's a little abusive, which kind of brings it down. I think I'll have to bring it to indifferent because of that. Because Cinder isn't going to function in any kind of ship. She's never going to actually participate in a relationship. So, I don't want to include her. Like, highly. I don't want to rank her highly, is what I was trying to say. All right, Fox and Velvet. I'll say again, I might have just was supposed to put Fox in dislike, because Fox doesn't do much. I believe he's blind, which is cool, but I don't have anything special to say about him, so put him together there. Ironwood and Kalinda. This one, I'm indifferent to. I see why people want that, because there is a little chemistry there, but I don't like it. It's just kind of, I feel like coworkers more than in a relationship. even a friend sort of way. Maybe even more antagonistic. So I'll put it as indifferent. All right. So I should have stealthily moved this to the last of the tier because there's only going to be one ranked as my one true pairing, and this is it. John and Pyrrha, their whole thing. I loved their early interactions, and I was so heartbroken when she got murked. It made me so sad because I loved that whole their romance thing that happened, and we never get to really see them in a relationship, which makes me so sad. But she had to die for his character development. I know, but I'm still not happy about it. So that is my one true pairing. I wish we had gotten more. I am saddened by it. All right, Ozpin and Glenda. Ozpin is kind of like Cinder, where he wouldn't work, but Glenda is a little tacked on of a character to me. Like she in season 1, she's kind of important in like the early bits before the fall of Beacon, but she doesn't really matter past Beacon. So I kind of want to put it with the indifference. But because it would be a healthier relationship, I think I'm supposed to put it above most of Cinder's. So I think I'm going to do that. Ozpin and Crow. Crow does not like Ozpin, not truly. He feels as though he is necessary, but he does not like him. And Ozpin really has been using Crow to further his own ends. So I think I would put that below these Foxes. Because Fox, I just don't know about. But this one, I actively don't want them to be in a romantic relationship. Ozpin and Salem. So Osmandius, and I forget what her name was before, but her before she turned evil. That relationship was cool. I like that. Obviously now, I do really enjoy it. It would not be a healthy ship, but that doesn't mean I don't like it. This is a unhealthy ship where it's not one-sided. Like they would both be actively working each other. Emerald would just do whatever Cinder says in their relationship. But this one there is mutual. Like there would be fighting, but it would work a bit more, and I would like to see that. I'm not going to say it's a good ship, but I like it. All right, this one is close to canon. Neo and Roman. It's closest to canon as can be. So it goes up here. I never really liked them that much, though. They did have decent chemistry, but it was a little one-sided. But because it was canon, really close to canon, and I could see it happening, I will put it up there. All right, Ruby and John, this is my dark horse that everyone's going to dislike that I do, but I don't like this ship at all. I hate it. I don't want them to be in a romance, and I think it's coming up. I'm not caught up to date on RWBY, but I think they're kind of moving towards this being a thing, and I fucking hate it. Get it down here. Actually, this one gets to go at the top of hate, just because I hate it. Can't stand it. I don't want them to be together. Ruby and Penny, however, I'm all about that shit. I love that one. I love their bubbly, like, personality. Like, Penny's like, "Are you my friend?" I love that. I love that whole... It might just be because I love Penny, but I gotta put them highly. I think that's gonna go about here. No, I like it more than I like Bumblebee. I really enjoy that, and I hope it becomes real. I don't think it will, but I would love it too. All right, Ruby and Pyrrha. So there is a mutual respect there. So I think I can put this in like, and I think they would work pretty well, just because they both really care about others so much, and so I think that can put them pretty highly. I think that's got to go near the top of like. Whoops, Daisy. It's gonna go near the top of like because of that. All right, Ruby and Sun. There's nothing there. I don't got nothing to work on. Put it into indifferent. I don't know. No, he belongs down here with Fox because this relationship I just don't know what to do with. Ruby and Weiss. I like this one. This one is fun to me. There is like the tsundere aspect of Weiss really comes out when dealing with Ruby early on, and I really enjoyed that. It was a bit cliche, I will say, but I enjoyed it, even though it was cliche. I think I put that there. Yeah. Ruby and Whitley. I hate Whitley. I don't want him to be in a relationship. I don't hate him quite as much as I hate Crow, but I don't like him. So he's going at the dead last. All right. Ty and Crow. So Crow was the brother of his wife, which doesn't mean they're related by blood. It is still weird, but I'll allow it. Fine. Yeah, there's mutual respect here. I, in my heart, I know this is fine and I like it, but it makes me, I don't like it really. Not in my soul, I know I should like it. That's what I should say there, but I don't like it, so I'm just gonna put it indifferent. So that's happy medium there. Sorry, I got interrupted while recording. So we're gonna jump back into Ty and Raven. So I'm kind of indifferent to both of these, to be honest, Ty and Raven and Ty and Summer, is because we don't get to see them actually interact that much. And also we don't know why, so far from what I know, we don't know like the reason why this whole thing happened. And that, I'm just going to put it indifferent because I really don't care. Their relationship was not the interesting part of these three characters. Weiss and John, it was okay. I'll put it in like, just because like John pining after Weiss was fine. I'm not going to say I disliked it, because it was fun. It was a plot point that worked okay. As a ship, they would probably work okay if Weiss like eased up a bit, which I think she would. Weiss and Neptune. Neptune is just kind of meh, just in general to me, as a character. So I'm gonna put it in dislike. About there, I would say. Yeah. Weiss and Pyrrha. I don't really have anything to work on. It goes down here. I like the idea more there, but I just don't see them in a relationship at all. Weiss and Sun. Once again, I don't see a relationship happening. Maybe I just don't see Weiss in a relationship with anyone besides RWBY and John. That just might be it. John and Neptune. Neptune needs a category to himself. Just says Neptune. Why do you exist? All right, Mercury and Cinder. Now this is an evil power couple. I talked about the other power couple, some of the power couples in the Taken category, but this is an evil power couple. So I think if they actually were in a ship, they would be better than Ozpin and Salem in a power couple. This shouldn't be a ship. This should be a punching each other, because there is actual animosity, not like tension, not like tension between the two. There is animosity. I feel as though these two hate each other, and that does not make a good ship. So I think that can go here. Yeah. Neo and Cinder. Yeah, this one works okay. There is tension between the two, which can make a juicy ship. So that one goes pretty highly. About right there, I would say. Pyrrha and Cinder. So this one probably has to go in hate. No, it goes to the bottom of dislike, because don't date your murderers. That's what you should learn here. All right, Raven and Cinder. So wherever I put Neo and Yang. Oh, I didn't. Oh, because Yang isn't. I didn't actually rate it. So this whole deal is a worse version of Yang and Neo, because I just don't like their tension as much, so it doesn't make it quite as interesting. I still do like this ship though, so I think I'll put it here, but I like it less than I like Neo's. Yeah, that seems about right. God, Roman and Cinder. There was never any actual mutual respect there. I'll put it in dislike. I wasn't super about it. That seems appropriately spaced. Ruby and Cinder. If Cinder was less evil, I could see this working, so I'll put it in different, and I'll put it about there. But that is under the caveat that Cinder was slightly less evil. So, all right, Winter and Crow. I like this one. I love this one. There is light tension between the two, and I could see this becoming canon. So it belongs up here, about there. Yeah. All right, I had to look up this guy's name, Yatsuhashi, and Velvet. I don't like Yatsuhashi. I'm indifferent. I'm not gonna say I dislike this. I just don't care that much about it. Like, we don't get a lot about them, but I could see them being in a ship somehow. Sun and Neptune. Yeah, they got a little like a bro thing going on, which I could see. It could be a bromance type of ship. So I like it decent enough. I'll put it there. Yep, that seems about appropriate. So this is my RWBY character shipping tier list. Remember, if you want your tier list to be featured, leave a link to it down in the comment section below. And thank you.